Well, following a pretty calm day weather-wise yesterday, unfortunately, we'll likely see the activity really start to pick back up, especially later on today. That's thanks to this cold front attached to slow pressure currently across parts of the northern Great Lakes. Fronts now sending to parts of the Midwest and down to the plains. Still noticing a few showers and storms, but really a lot of the activity is not going to pick up until we get towards the afternoon hours. So good news, that activity is not going to be with us for much of our day today. And even once we get past late this afternoon into tomorrow, really not going to see much, if anything. So showers likely out by sunrise tomorrow, then throughout the weekend and early next week, we should see things pretty dry. Even those rain chances for Tuesday are looking like they're dropping a little bit. So pretty much all of the weekend and next week, we should see things at least mainly dry, and we'll likely see increasing sunshine the next couple of days as well. So just a bit gloomy today. Skies likely clear throughout our day tomorrow, but as we hit Saturday and Sunday, finally going to see a weekend where we're free of rain and should be seeing plenty of sunshine and our temperatures a little bit more comfortable in the upper 70s and the low 80s. Though as we start the morning, really not noticing a whole lot as we look across the Fort Henry Bridge. Unfortunately, increasing clouds with our temperatures currently 68 here in Wheeling, but look at those dew points right behind. So already noticing things not super warm to start the morning, but still noticing things pretty muggy. That's likely going to stick with us throughout much of our day today, as most of us likely max out in the mid-80s, like 84 here in Wheeling, with our cool spot of 83 into Woodsfield and a warm spot of 87 down to St. Mary's, as well as on up into Chester. So for today, there's good and some bad news. The bad news is Storm Prediction Center has highlighted much of our area in the slight risk for severe storms, just minus parts of Wetzel and Tyler County. So that's a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale late this afternoon and into this evening. The good news, though, is much of our day remains dry, just unfortunately going to be a bit cloudy. So as we start the morning, just seeing those cloudy skies likely increasing, especially into the afternoon. But notice by 6 p.m., as this warm front moves on through, might see an isolated or stray storm try to pop. Just know that any of these that do pop during that dinner time frame, so 5 to 7, could produce some small hail and some gusty winds. But really, much of us stay calm until we get towards sunset. So by 9 p.m., really seeing these showers and storms starting to fire up along the cold front. It really doesn't try to move through until we get past sunset closer to midnight. So notice by 11 p.m., seeing the heavy line of showers and storms that likely will try to move on through. But by the time most of us step out the door, even before 4 a.m., a lot of this activity is on out of the area. Just know that any of these storms, anytime late this afternoon and evening, could produce some heavy downpours. It's some gusty winds possible, mainly as that line moves through this evening, especially with any of those storms that are more clustered. Some small hail can't be ruled out, but that's going to be mainly any of those storms that we see earlier on in the day. But as that line comes through, best chance will be for heavy downpours and some gusty winds as well. Good news, tomorrow not too bad. Skies likely clear throughout the days, but look at those temperatures actually in the upper 70s for our day tomorrow. Weekend itself looking pretty beautiful, mainly clear both Saturday and Sunday. Both days likely sit in the low 80s. 85, mostly sunny for our day on Monday. Even much of our day Tuesday should remain dry. We'll see sunshine in the morning, just a possible stray shower in the afternoon. But by the time we get to Wednesday, unfortunately, we're seeing those temperatures return to the upper 80s, but holding on to that sunshine for the middle of next week.